Hi, I'm William Henderson, and you're with Henderson's Heads Up. The other way. Give my ball back. See you soon. Hey Packer Nation, you're here with Will Henderson again on another golf course. This is going to be a great outing. This is a charity outing for the Jesus Cares Ministry, supported by Catalyst Construction. Great program. You get a chance to check it out on the internet. They do a great deal of work for special needs kids and special needs kids' homes. This is my chance to come out here and hang out with a couple other guys from my Packer history. Again, back with Marco Rivera for another chance to celebrate our week leading into our Packer induction, 2011 Packer Hall of Fame induction. But we have a chance also to see a special side of sports. We get to compare good athletics with not so good athletics. This day, we'll have a chance to ride along with Bill Schroeder and see how a proper golf swing is executed versus what I do. Again, I'm not claiming to be a good golfer.
Hitting into the wind, maybe 320. I'll take it. That was, I'd say, other than the birth of my children, I would say that's probably one of the coolest things that I've ever had happen to me. Growing up in Sheboygan, being a Packers fan my entire life, just wishing that you could play professional anything. And the road that I took playing football in high school and then not playing football again until I was a senior in college. I ran track for 4 years and being able to run a 4.2 40 and have the pro scouts come and test me and run a 4.2 for them, opened up my eyes that I wanted to play football, but I really didn't want to play professional football. I wanted to do decathlon and track. And the day that I got drafted by the Packers was just such a cool feeling, and I remember having all my friends there from college, and my wife was there, making that call to my mom. She was the first person I called, and brought tears in my eyes. So that was probably just one of the hardest phone calls I've had to make, because I was so excited and so emotional, and pretty good time. Sit. I was running a 4.26 that opened up everybody's eyes in the NFL that, what can this guy do? And basically I was just fast. I was very raw, but Ron Wolf took a chance, and glad he did.
Yeah, it's amazing. Look at William. He's out there playing the pro. He's going to get the stick. He's going to look at the grade of the green, like if he really knows what he's doing.
Makeable.
Look. See? He's stretching now. Look at him. It's called the old man stretch.
Wow. We Energy killed their program. Big one.
Oh, have you ever saw Tiger Woods stretch like that before hitting a putt?
Like everybody else that probably played in the Super Bowl team was definitely winning the Super Bowl. That's by far my number one. But I would say the first day that I got to practice was in Arizona, and I walked in the locker room and I got to see, all the guys that I've been watching for years since I was a kid. And Reggie White comes walking up to me and introduces himself to me and just says, "Welcome to the team," and good luck to you and everything. And I just thought that was probably the first moment that I really felt like I was part of a team, because everybody knows who Reggie White is. And for him to come up and introduce himself to me, some guy who came out of UW lacrosse, played 1 year of football, nobody knows who I am, and for him to know who my name was to begin with, and then to introduce himself, I thought was extremely classy on his part. And you know, we had such a great relationship even after we were out of football. And you know, Reggie and Sarah were good friends of my wife and I, and even when I went off to play in Detroit and Tampa, I remember seeing Reggie a few months before he passed away. He came to one of our practices in Tampa, and just one of those relationships that you know, I was very blessed to have, having a friend like that.
Come on, nice.
Good job.
Money. Beautiful.
Yeah, nice putt.
Thank you.
Good job.
That's a birdie, Mr. Henderson. Natural birdie. Okay, good.
This stuff is not. Sure it's
Unbearable. There it is. I remember we played in Arizona. It was about 120 degrees on the field, and I ran a play where Brett and I have been on the same page for quite a few years, that if I ever got behind somebody or thought I could run past somebody, to do it, just run past them. And I did, and it was a pretty tight game at that point. And I just ran past the guy, and Brett threw it up, and I made a diving catch right in the end zone and barely caught it on my fingertips. And Brett was, you know, perfect touchdown. It was perfect. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. And you know, I was just real excited, and I laid there, and Freeman comes and jumps on me, and I remember a bunch of guys jumped on me too, and I was so tired. I was so hot. I mean, it was hotter than it is today, and I was just excited. I mean, it was something that really got our team fired up, and we ended up scoring a lot of points after that. So that was probably the best catch that I had. But I'd say in '99, when Freeman, Dorsey Levens, myself, and Favre, you know, all hit the milestones of 1,000 yards. You know, with receiving and with rushing, and I remember catching my 1,000-yard catch, and then also Dorsey Levens scored a touchdown, and I went and jumped over him after he caught it, and just jumped clear over the top of him, and he just turned around and looked at me like, "What did you just do?" And it was just one of those games where everything was perfect. It was so cold, it was just crazy, but I was just having so much fun, and you know, that's what I remember the best.
You know, the first thing that's really obvious is the weight disadvantage that William has. He's about 290 right now. Bill still looks like he can play. Let's see what we got here. Very excellent. He looks a lot more fluid than old Bill Henderson. That might be the highest ball I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, crush that thing. See how high it went up in here?
Should have listened to you guys.
It actually was short by about 10 yards.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been able to hit a long way. Never took any lessons, which I really need to. But it's just something I've been able to do, and you know, it's something that's really fun. So being able to go out to the World Championships out at Mesquite, Nevada for the long drive competitions is another thing that was pretty fun. So being a professional long drive competitor, you know, has its perks when you come and do these kinds of events, but at the same time, you know, you lose a lot of golf balls if you're not hitting them straight. Train athletes at the Don Beebe House of Speed in Green Bay. My buddy Scotty Smith owns it. I work for a credit card processing company called Enablist. So if anybody needs some help with working out some good fees on your processing bills, I can definitely help you out with that. And traveling the country doing this stuff. I have a Kids with Cancer Foundation called the Bill Schroeder Circle of Friends, and spend a lot of time with that. And I also have 2 kids, an 8-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl that I spend a lot of time with. So a lot of fun. Did you guys hear what they said when I hit it over them on that second hole? So there's no way that came from our hole. That's a huge drive. That had to have come from somebody over there. And the guy really said, "Is that really your drive?" I'm really sorry. Wasn't the guy in the pink shirt. He was the guy in the white shirt. So I wasn't too scared of him. Fly. Get up there. A little short.
Right in the middle, right?
Yeah, it's on the upslope of the green. Broke this one, broke this one. Favre throws, I use the comparison of imagine standing 15 feet away from your best friend playing catch and have him throw it as hard as he can. That's Brett throwing it from about 30 yards away. That's about how fast it's coming from 30 yards. So it's heated, and you better catch it, because otherwise your fingers are going to get smashed. Stick.
In the hole.
You just got to work as hard as you can and have fun. Enjoy doing it. And I really had a lot of fun playing football, and I think a lot of the guys that have a lot of success enjoy what they do. It's not just a job, and some people take it as a job, and I took it very seriously, but at the same time I had a lot of fun. You never knew when your last game was going to be, so I played like it was going to be my last game, and I can honestly say I had as much fun as I could possibly imagine. Kick off that hill. My dream was to go to the Olympics, but I couldn't find sponsorship to fulfill that dream. So I actually told myself, I'll play football for a year if I can. Even if I make the practice squad, that can give me enough money to travel around and try and make this Olympic decathlon team. And after talking to Ron Wolf and a couple of the coaches of the Packers, they really had me convinced that I could play professional football. And I figured, all right, well, let's have some fun and see how long this will last, and never look back. I'm very happy with my decision. Do I regret it? No. Do I wish I could have seen what I could have done in the decathlon? Absolutely. But I'm very happy because I've made a lot of friends, unbelievable memories. I've traveled all over the world, played in some amazing places, met some amazing celebrities, and all because of what we talked about earlier, of just working hard and never quitting. I have a website. This is for my cancer foundation. It's called the Bill Schroeder Circle of Friends.com, and you can find all my information for that. If you need me to come to an event, or if you'd like me to autograph something for you, or you want to send a donation for my foundation, anything like that would be great. Bill Schroeder Circle of Friends.com.
Thanks, Packer Nation, for joining me in this week leading up to my 2011 induction to the Packer Hall of Fame. This is your guy, Will Henderson. Thank you very much.